Hi, Aranda-nauts. My name is Reid. You may recall me from a couple weeks ago.
Hi, I'm Whitney, and this is my boyfriend, Reid.
Today is the day that I hope I will no longer be your boyfriend. I guess it worked out, so.
Yeah, of course it worked out. Did you ever think that I would say no?
So that's what we're doing right now.
Okay, it's almost 12:30. We're about to go visit my family for some lunch. I don't know what's happening between lunch and wedding ceremony things. Kelsey says that there's a lake around this place, which I guess is why this place is called June Lake. So maybe we'll see some water. Kelsey, are you ready to meet my family?
I don't have an option, do I?
I mean, you could tuck and roll out of the car right now. Good morning.
Hi.
Nathan, this is Kelsey.
Nice to meet
Kelsey,
you.
Nathan or Frank, whichever.
Nathan or Frank.
This is my dad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I want the fries. I just want you to know that. I want the fries, but I'm not going to get the fries. I'm going to get the salad and dry, please.
So he's not ordering the fries.
Okay,
But you want them.
Yes,
But you know
just,
you
just
don't.
want you to.
Can't have them.
Yeah.
Okay.
May I please just have a Caesar?
Can I do the 3 of each prawn selection? And then the June burger, please. No onion, no bun. Add bacon and mushrooms, please.
The mushrooms and like grilled onions is like together. Is that okay?
You can't.
I think they're like already made.
Oh.
If not, I'll add the mushrooms, but I'm pretty sure that's like comes together.
Okay.
Thanks for
If
the
there are
heads up.
onions involved, no thanks. There's an extreme amount of Pokemon happening right now.
Let me in.
Are you Pokemoning?
I'm a WoW Legion companion-ing.
For the longest time, my strongest Pokemon was a Zubat, and he used to make fun of me. He's like,
I want a Porygon. That's what I'm
I have
after.
one. I hatched one.
What?
Yeah.
oh my
Give
goodness.
it to me.
Oh my God.
So we go and we have to get these passes to be able to actually get on this land. You know, you have to get a wilderness permit. And there's only like 8 given out each day, and it's first come, first serve. And there was already a party of 3 up there, and we had a party of 5. So it worked out literally perfect. They're like, oh, we only have 5 passes left. We're like, oh, that's exactly what we need.
And now here's like the first view of the Hulk, which is kind of in the middle.
So this bad boy right here, just like giant like dagger thrust out of the ground. And there's like waterfalls, and it's like Shangri-La, and there's like bees buzzing everywhere, and it's like pink flowers and purple flowers, every flower under the rainbow. It's just like, oh, you know, it just opens up, and you're like, whoa! All the surrounding rock is kind of chalky and reddish colored, and like the Hulk itself is just this like white granite, like axe blade shoved out of the ground, and it looks like it didn't. Well, you said it didn't like erode here. It arrived. Yeah. So, because it totally looks like it's an anomaly. It's like, whoa.
It's around sunset. Shane's like just wanting to get really cool pictures.
So when I first went through these photos, and we came to this photo, I was like, whoa. I was like, come on, like what's going on here? It's like I'm leaning in, it's like the power of crotch combined here.
I have a veil that Jennifer Argy here sewed herself for me to wear with my helmet, so it like went into the little headlamp clips. And I had a garter for my leg just for fun.
How it kind of works out with climbing, if you're not as familiar, you know, I'll go up to her, I'll set up my belay, and then she's gonna continue on.
Like an inchworm effect.
Yeah.
This was actually kind of a tricky, it was only 5'7" terrain, which is relatively easy, but the gear was
tiny,
like almost non-existent for a long time. So I had like little tiny nuts and little things, and just kind of had to like breathe and keep myself calm and
super chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going up to like cleaning the pieces out of the rock, because you're jamming little pieces into the rock, right? You're like putting it into a wedge, and that's supposed to save your life. You fall it, no big deal, right? Well, like bigger pieces, you have a little more confidence in. So when you got like a little tiny micro thing, you're like, okay. You know, that's sometimes what you feel, you know? So when I get up to the top, I had, you know, it was feeling so good, and it's such positive cracks, that I had a good piece, you know, way down here, like I think my last piece of protection was like down here, and I started getting into the crack. So I put a stopper in, like a little piece of protection, I put it in the crack, and I step up with my left foot, and it comes up right underneath my piece of protection. And so as you can see, a sling is wrapped around my foot. So I didn't really see that until I brought my other foot up. And when I did that, I realized that I pulled my last piece of protection out of the wall with my foot. So I was sitting there like facing like a 30-foot fall. If I would have fallen, everything is exposed, everything is out from underneath me, no protection forever. I'm like, oh shit. You know, it's like on my foot. I was like, all right. So I grab a little piece off, and there's a crack like right here, and I shove like, it was really marginal, really nice try, shallow crack, so I couldn't get much stuff in there. So I put like a half a cam in there. I was like, okay, that's enough confidence. I grabbed down on the piece and I shoved it in the crack. I'm like, yeah! And like, get up over it, dude. It was like, yeah! I got to the top and I was like, oh my god, dude, Shane, what just happened to this
And the whole time I'm playing him, of course, watching him, and I was dead silent. I was like, I didn't want to like make any noise, like I didn't want to freak him out, anything, and I'm like, oh god, like, if he falls, like, I have to catch him at this gear belay, which is like, you know, ideally, it's for like, when you're bringing up someone up, so the force would be down, but if someone falls from above you with like such a great fall, it's like 40 feet, it could rip me out of the wall, so it was really scary.
Yeah, it was good. You gotta stay cool at that point in time. You just keep like, no big deal. But this is like the fall summit that we decided. We're standing there and we're like, hey, the wind's pretty low. It's gonna be pretty good for audio. Maybe we should do the wedding right here. And it's like, let's do the wedding right here. So we just like, we changed and we like took all of our gear off. We threw it off to the side and like did our wedding. Boom. You know, and then we put all of our climbing gear back on. So we left our tape gloves on, because when you climb the Hulk, you go up the face and then you like skirt this false summit and go around the backside and then go up to the real summit, another couple pitches. It's like a chimney, so you're like in this giant crack and you're just like inching and warming up. It's really fun, you know, it's great. So we actually summited as a married couple. So that was cool. That was completely unintentional.
The day we climbed was actually relatively windy, which was kind of annoying, but it wasn't a big deal. But the next day, there was no wind. And at first we were like, yes, no wind. But then no wind meant every single mosquito around was hungry. And
it was like spraying deep, like all over your face. And they're still like 50 in your face.
Like clouds of mosquitoes.
Your feet hurt?
Well, I had never worn them before. They're brand new, so they hurt. Should have worn these puppies.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hey, we're having a sale in our store between now and November 11th, 2016. So if you head on over, you can get 15% off everything, including our new blonde stripe Hillary Clinton shirt, which you should totally wear to your Thanksgiving dinner so that you can either thrill or infuriate your relatives. Now roll the end screen.